My husband didn't defend me. That's what hurt the most. It wasn't just his mother standing in my kitchen criticizing the paint color like she paid for it. It wasn't his sister laughing and calling it cute that I thought I could renovate on a budget. It wasn't even his father casually suggesting we upgrade once my husband started earning more. It was him, standing there, silent, like I was the guest in my own home. The house was a two-story brick colonial outside Charlotte, not flashy, but beautiful. Hardwood floors, big windows, a backyard I landscaped myself. I bought it 3 years before I met him. Alone, no cosigner, no help. When we got married, he moved in, not the other way around. But his family had a different version of the story. On Sunday dinner, his mother made it clear. "It's sweet she bought something small before she met you," she said, sipping wine at my dining table. "But once you two are really settled, you'll want something that reflects your status." Your status. Not ours. His. His sister chimed in, "Yeah, this place feels temporary." Temporary. My husband chuckled. Actually chuckled. I felt my stomach drop. I had spent months turning that house into a home for both of us. I refinished cabinets, I upgraded the bathrooms, I paid for a new roof out of my savings so we wouldn't start our marriage in debt. But to them, it was just her little starter house. His father leaned back in his chair and asked, "So when are you putting it in both names?" I froze. My husband didn't. He shrugged. "We've talked about it." We had not. His mother nodded approvingly. "That's good. Marriage means sharing everything." Sharing. Funny how that only applied to me. I finally spoke. "It's already shared," I said evenly. "He lives here." His sister smirked. "Living somewhere isn't the same as owning it." There it was, the real message. They didn't see me as an equal. They saw me as a placeholder. And my husband, he let them. When dinner ended and his parents were still lingering in my living room, his mother walked through the house like she was inspecting a rental. "Oh, this would look better opened up. Knock that wall down." "That's load-bearing," I replied calmly. She waved her hand dismissively. "Well, when it's yours, you'll do what you want." When it's yours. I turned to my husband. He avoided my eyes. That silence was louder than anything they'd said. Later that night, after they'd left, I asked him directly, "Why didn't you say anything?" He sighed like I was exhausting. "They're just opinions," he said. "You're being sensitive." Sensitive. In my own house. I reminded him, "They talked about putting it in your name." He replied casually, "It would make things simpler." Simpler for who? I walked into the office and opened the safe. Inside was the deed. Single name, mine. I brought it back to the kitchen and placed it on the counter between us. "Do you see this?" I asked quietly. He looked irritated. "Why are you being dramatic?" "Because your family just treated me like I'm living in a house I don't own." He crossed his arms. "Technically, I don't own it." Exactly. The next Sunday, they came back, unannounced. His sister brought a tape measure. A tape measure. She said, "We were thinking of expanding the kitchen." His mother smiled at me like I was invisible. "Once you two refinance, of course." Refinance. On a house I paid off early. That's when his father said it. "Well, once it's in his name, these decisions will be easier." I felt something inside me settle. Cold. Controlled. I walked to the hallway closet and pulled out the folder, walked back into the kitchen, placed it on the island. "What's that?" his mother asked. "The deed," I said calmly. My husband's face changed slightly. I opened it, turned it around so everyone could see. "My name," I said softly. Silence. His sister blinked. His father leaned forward. "This house," I continued, "was purchased before I met your son. I paid the down payment, I paid the mortgage, I paid for every renovation." My husband shifted uncomfortably. His mother forced a smile. Well, of course, but marriage changes things. Does it? I asked evenly. I looked directly at my husband. Because last I checked, this house reflects my status. The room went still. His sister put the tape measure down. His father cleared his throat. My husband finally spoke. You didn't have to embarrass them. Embarrass them? They've been embarrassing me for weeks, in my own house. His mother stood up stiffly. We were just trying to help. No, I said calmly, you were trying to claim something that isn't yours. And then I looked at my husband, you included. That was the real shock, because the humiliation wasn't just about the deed, it was about boundaries. And for the first time, they realized something. They weren't humiliating a daughter-in-law in her husband's house. They were insulting the owner, and the owner had just drawn a line.